They tell you wealth is a destination, a grand castle on a distant hill, reachable only by those born with silver spoons. But the truth is far more daring. Real wealth begins in the soil of your own spirit, planted by intention and cultivated with unshakable belief. Picture Edison, working by candlelight, unseen sparks dancing across his face as he tested filament after filament. He could see the world touched by electric light before it even existed. A vision so vivid it burned in his veins like molten gold. That same molten gold flows within you, waiting to be shaped into your own legacy. Close your eyes for a moment. Feel the weight of silence just before dawn. In that hush lies possibility. Every breath you take is a canvas, every heartbeat a conductor's baton calling you to compose the symphony of your life. The richest souls awaken not to alarms, but to purpose. An inner crescendo that outshouts every lazy whisper of distraction and self-doubt. Mindset is the keystone. Without the right frame of mind, diamonds become dust, opportunities slip through open hands. Andrew Carnegie rose from grit and grime in a humble Pittsburgh railroad station to build an empire of steel, not because he had more chance than you, but because he fed his mind on unstoppable conviction. He declared himself worthy of greatness and refused to negotiate with defeat. Today, our landscape is different, faster, louder, flickering with infinite choice, but the principle endures: guard your mind as the fortress that it is. Transform your inner dialogue. Replace "I can't" with "how can I?" Let questions fuel your curiosity instead of starving your resolve. When every setback is recast as feedback, you pivot. When every failure is an invitation to refine your craft, you ascend. Belief isn't a prayer, it's a commitment. Henry Ford believed a car for the masses was inevitable long before assembly lines hummed to life. That belief became his blueprint. Clarity emerges when belief and mindset merge. It's the radiant light cutting through fog, revealing the path you're meant to walk. But clarity demands fierce focus. One life cannot juggle a dozen dreams. You must choose your North Star. Walt Disney dreamt of cartoons dancing off the page, of laughter echoing in grand theaters, and he trimmed away doubt, redrew his vision, and sketched his empire stroke by stroke. Your vision need not involve cartoons or theme parks, it must simply be so compelling that you cannot ignore it when the world screams for your attention elsewhere. Purpose is the beacon. Many chase the coin and forget what brought them joy in the first place. The most electrifying leaders didn't merely seek profit. They pursued meaning. Lincoln didn't fight a war to make money, he fought to preserve a nation's soul. His purpose was more potent than any obstacle on the battlefield. When the smoke cleared, history remembered not his bank account, but the unity he forged. Discipline sharpens purpose into action. It is the archer's steady hand, the athlete's 4 a.m. run, the writer's daily keystrokes before coffee. Discipline doesn't wait for mood or inspiration, it shows up even when your body protests. Carnegie woke before sunrise to read and write, building intellect like muscle. Elon Musk reportedly splits his days into 5-minute blocks, demanding precision of every moment, an extreme example, yes, but a reminder that discipline is the sinew between desire and result. Action is the thunderclap that shatters hesitation. Ideas glitter like stars, beautiful, but distant. You must descend from the galaxy and plant your flag on terra firma. Start small, an email, a call, a page written. Momentum compounds. Every courageous step forward echoes, attracting fresh opportunities like iron filings to a magnet. When Graham Bell heard the faintest sound through his telephone prototype, "Mr. Watson, come here," he was already thousands of experiments deep. He acted relentlessly, each trial a vote cast in favor of success. Once action is underway, cultivate gratitude. It may seem counterintuitive, why celebrate before the finish line? Because gratitude rewires your brain to see abundance in every corner. Steve Jobs marveled at the plastic lens used in camera design, something most would discard as industrial waste, and realized its potential to revolutionize smartphones. Gratitude shifts you from scarcity to possibility, turning every obstacle into a stepping stone. A thankful mind attracts generosity from the universe, mentors, resources, and serendipitous moments that accelerate your journey. Adaptability fuels your voyage when storms blow in. The world you launch into will evolve faster than you anticipate: new competitors, shifting markets, unforeseen crises. Resilience alone keeps you afloat, adaptability enables you to thrive. When the Ford Motor Company's first assembly line froze during a harsh winter, engineers rewired the process. They didn't let the cold dictate their destiny. You too must embrace change, seeing every disruption not as a threat, but as a gateway to reinvention. Beneath adaptability lies resilience, the unbreakable backbone forged in the furnace of hardship. J.K. Rowling faced rejection after rejection before Harry Potter reached print. She emerged with a series that shaped a generation. Resilience doesn't just weather storms, it dances in the rain. It whispers, "This is not the end, it is the refining flame." Learning is the perpetual catalyst. Even at the summit, the journey remains infinite. Carnegie read entire libraries, Disney studied ancient myths for storytelling gold, Lincoln devoured books he could borrow only on odd days. Adopt the mindset of the perennial student. Seek out mentors, devour biographies, enroll in courses, and scour podcasts. Every new skill is another tool in your chest, every new idea a fresh spark for innovation. And so, from mindset to belief, clarity to vision, purpose to discipline, action to gratitude, adaptability to resilience, and the lifelong pursuit of learning, each principle intertwines, weaving a tapestry more breathtaking than any singular triumph. Wealth conceived this way is not merely dollars and cents, it is a richness that emanates from your character, illuminates your relationships, and echoes in the lives you touch. Now feel the pulse of all you've heard. Let these words settle like seeds in fertile ground. Tomorrow, at dawn, when your heart stirs, you will no longer hear an alarm clock. You will hear a covenant, a promise to yourself that you will not squander this gift of time, this chance to construct a legacy. Wealth and purpose are not two separate roads, they are one journey, carved by intention and perseverance. The altar of your destiny awaits. Step forward, torch in hand, and illuminate the world with the truth that only you can bring. The horizon beckons, not as a distant prize, but as a mirror reflecting the power already blazing within you.